we are talking about. As he said, the highest rated.
Money check, swagger check, drip check, cut the check. You know I say fly like a jet. I'm a triple threat. Watch me flex.
We are just one for now. How's it going, Casino?
I am well, sir. How are you? Doing well. You look great.
Oh, yeah. We were treated earlier. Don't know if you were able to catch that one, but it was a barn burner.
Hi.
Hello. Nice.
Good morning. Good evening.
Good morning. Good evening.
I just got my cup of coffee. I spilled boiling water on my hand.
Oh.
You said it is your dominant or non-dominant hand?
It is my dominant hand, but fortunately I'm a lefty, so I can still destroy on the chessboard.
All right, let's bring up this buff camera.
Unfortunately, I'm nowhere near this bulk in real life.
Well, you go for maximum intimidation at all times.
Yes.
So we, even the match after this, we're actually going to fully learn who are going to be in the winners finals for the event, and this is obviously the winners semifinals. So quite a big deal. Congrats for making it this far, because it means that you haven't had really a blemish on your match record thus far. Undefeated for both. Casino, you set today up with a very clear intention. You know, you said, let's make it happen on this day. You kind of set it aside. So have you been able to be in contact with your coach from your last match to now? How has the prep been?
The prep's been well, as usual. I really can't say anything negative or anything wrong. Everything Chess Corn has done has been phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's always, and he's going to be around in about 20 minutes. So in the event of a timeout, I think he will be around to be able to communicate with you.
Yeah, and just in case, my good friend Java Bandit is standing there to help us out.
Okay.
Nice.
Hopefully his phone is off during that timeout. Not sure. Yeah. Well, we'll see you there, Java. Yeah. And I see Croc in the chat. So you got your coach as well, Piesky?
That's true. We've actually talked a bit before the match. She manages to come home from a meeting.
You're playing a bit later there, but you're on like a different schedule, right? This is you're feeling good?
Yeah, absolutely. Like this is my kind of weekend, so I've been able to take some time off, take a short walk, things like that. So
Nice.
I'm feeling pretty great. I also gained some of the rating back.
Good deal.
From my tilt.
I saw a screenshot is that like just you gaining it back? Is that an all-time high? I wasn't sure.
No, it's just me gaining it back because my all-time high is 1460, 1480 or so, and I'm currently at 1330, I think 1340.
Okay. And Casino, how's the rating? You know, it's never really the indication that matters. Like you could be low rated and still kind of play a great match. But how's the ELO been treating you? Have you been warming up, playing some games? Are you seeing it going up?
I just played one before we started, and I won it. So I am now at a new peak high.
Congratulations. I feel like, was it your last match? Did you hit a peak?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely.
So
1300 even, and now I'm 1303.
Okay, well,
There you go.
are you going to keep the streak alive? That's the question. Another match, another peak.
I tell you what, you know, ELOs are great, but they're just not the priority right now for me.
Yep.
I want to learn.
Yep.
I'm really want to learn. And if I just do that, I think the ELO will just follow itself.
Well, the problem for you two is
It'll
that
take care of itself.
they say that you learn when you lose, and you've won all your matches, so you might not be learning anything so far. The losers bracket, you can really learn a thing or two down there, let me tell you.
There we go. All right. Well,
someone's going down there today. Someone is joining the losers bracket today. In terms of timeouts, both have one. Only you can call it. The players, you can call it any point after a game is done, never during a game. So
Yes.
if you want to signal, I think for you guys, just unmute and say so in the call that you'd like to call a timeout. And if Piesky calls a timeout, Casino, you can still chat to your coach and vice versa. So if you both end up calling a timeout, that's 6 total minutes that you can use. The timeouts are 3 minutes. They're very strict. So please make sure you're back. I'll start the next game regardless after 3 minutes if you're not rematching yourself. So make sure you know the 3 minutes is very strict. Other than that, it's 1st to 6. You've both played a 1st to 6 match, so you know that. It's not win by 2, 6-5, 6.5, 5.5. Those are winning scores. And please, Piesky, do the honors and call our coin toss.
Oh, wow. That's the first for me, I think.
You're more on cam than Casino, so.
I offered him, though, that I can make him a duck, but he didn't respond, so this has to...
This is the punishment, is that you get to call the coin toss.
Yes. So I would go with tails, because it never fails.
Right. And yeah, for sure. It has to be tails. And it is. It is tails. Would you like the white or the black pieces?
We are going with white.
There we go. Piesky will start with white. And you guys will mute up the Zoom call. I'll do so as well. The only time we'll be unmuting is if you want to call a timeout, or that means the match is over. So that's all from me, guys. Good luck, and we'll see you after.
Yes.
We got the Piesky with the white pieces, CasinoDuck. Let's go. Good luck to the players. Piesky starting with white. It's 1st to 6. The Polish support is in the chat. Both coaches are going to be here. We are starting the initial game now. I know that Q-Corn is free in about 20 minutes. So let's see how it goes. We got two 1300s here. Not only some of the higher rated players, but the ones who have been improving the most. We can see that reflected here. CasinoDuck against Piesky. And already I can see we're in a pretty topical position. Both are probably satisfied here. This is always a tricky move because you do this, the game can end immediately. Shocking. Casino, looking to bring the bishop out. I would have been happier with the bishop out here somewhere. This looks a bit passive, but it does keep everything defended. White is careful not to blunder this. Would have lost the queen, snorking up. Yeah, it doesn't feel good to give the bishop up, but I actually like Piesky's position a bit more here. Pawn is weak, and it's tough for black to bring the knight in without losing it. So let's see how the game develops. Casino bringing the rook over is fantastic because it sets up that move, but it's not played. This is still a good one, but I really liked bishop back, watching that pawn, maybe intending knight e4 next. One of the reasons is, after this, I don't think you want to trade that. Remember, when you have two bishops, you're not looking to trade a pair of them off. And that's actually the move that's played by Piesky. Loving the way that White's playing this game so far. Casino has nothing to be too concerned about. I prefer Piesky's position, just barely. This is something that we could see. A6. Okay, White might want to shuffle these over, also control this square. That's why White's position is so good. This bishop is not a good piece. The pawn is weak, and White has control over the square in front of the isolated pawn. Casino's got the speed on him. Up 30 seconds. While I might like White's position, it's not enough. I would rather play black's position with the time here. For sure, the position is not good enough that you'd rather be down this much time. And here's the reason you don't play that move. He just played this. He was attacking it. White played this very quickly. First mistake. And if knight d4, second mistake. And how did I predict that? When it rains, it pours. And he doesn't see the free rook. Oh my goodness. Both players showing some jitters in the first game. Free rook, and Casino was happy to just get back safe. I still like White's position, just visually, but let's be real. Casino's in the driver's seat. He's up that pawn. He took it. He could have ended the game, but instead he went back. He's still up about 45 seconds, so he's killing it. Knight f5, huge threat. Do not get lazy here. Yeah, we might see the other one. Okay, he's going to go back. Got to play quickly if you're Piesky. Casino is up time. He's up a pawn. He's almost getting close to being up a minute here. Piesky's going to trade. Probably going to slide the queen over. Because you got to guard that pawn, right? Okay, I would have taken the open file, but this is fine. This is covered. Queen g6 is a blunder. A good move is chosen. I actually like g4. I do. I know it's a risky move, but you got 20 seconds. You got to get things on the board here. Knight e7 trickery at some point. Is it going to work? This move looks scary. Where's it going to go? That's a blunder waiting to happen, ladies and gentlemen. And that's an even bigger blunder. 14 seconds. Oh, he completely misses it. Oh my goodness. Knight e7 would have ended the game. He's still got threats here. This one. Oh my goodness. Could be all over. If he saves the queen, it's all over. He's got to recognize. Oh, checkmate's on the board. Checkmate in one move was there. Oh, Piesky is going to be absolutely sick when he sees the replay. He missed a free queen. He missed checkmate in one. He missed everything. Oh my God. CasinoDuck survives. And I think, although speed is not the best part of Casino's game, he's got to have enough here. He's got to have enough. 10 seconds. It is a weak point, but I think he's got it. Should be enough. Great speed from Piesky. And I think it's going to be just enough by CasinoDuck. And yes, it is. Piesky, unbelievable choke. Missing a free queen to win the game. Missing checkmate in one to win the game. And Casino takes game number 1. Now, super important here. Knight f3 is not the move that, oh my God, complete disaster here. CasinoDuck's London is already awful. I don't know what, this is nerves right here because first of all, I've never seen this move before. Maybe it's playable, it doesn't look good to me. And then this move loses the game on the spot. Completely over here. This is a basic London trap, but I mean, it's obvious. You never take with the piece on d4, so I don't know what on earth CasinoDuck is doing. The London nerves are showing because this is a terrible London, and he knows it. He knows it. You absolutely never recapture with the knight for no reason when you got that e-pawn available. Now, Piesky, you got to choose the right square here. Where's it going to go? This one actually gets in trouble. This one is in trouble. This and this are not possible. I believe this was the right one chosen. Here. Yeah, I think that's another good one from Piesky. If he gets away with this pawn, and I think he is, it may be all good. Yeah, I don't see anything here. 95, trying to make a threat, but there's nothing here. I mean, I think you could probably get away. Get back to safety here. So I'm curious if Coach Q-Corn is going to show up and review the games. I'm assuming that he will. He should see that London and immediately have a correction. Because that is not how they would have drawn it up. This is a mistake from Piesky. The rook has nowhere to go. You're going to have to lose the exchange. It's not the end of the world. That's how bad White's position is these remaining pieces are quite poor. But this is a mistake that doesn't need to happen. I mean, what is this, right? You got to defend. I don't care for the move d6. I would have just castled. Keep it simple, right? What's being threatened? All right. Piesky, I have to say, I still like his position, but for 1,300, it's not a good feeling to have just lost material. Personally, I like it, but that's just because I like the bishop pair, and these pieces are very bad. Fantastic idea here. Now, truthfully, this may have been more of a fantastic idea, but, you know. I'm just saying, I've been liking Piesky's position, and there you go. Let's see if this happens. Because you know for sure he's going to play one of these moves. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we have predicted once again Piesky's blunder. Oh, it's so easy. It's so easy. Look at the material now. It's a queen for a bishop. It's completely over. Casino is looking to move to 2-0. Okay, there's an idea. It does lose the game immediately, but we've seen Casino, when he has the ability to go forward and win more material, or potentially end the game, he usually plays it safe, retreats, and this is a fantastic move. It's going to get a trade here, so I get it. He's got his style, and that's what works for him. In the previous game, he missed a free rook, and he brought the queen back, but he had already won a pawn. Here, he's already got material, so he's playing it safe. Just his style. Yeah, and that's over. You can put the bishop somewhere, but yeah, you're down a minute, you're down a queen, there ain't nothing here for you. And yeah, I don't think he'll be messing this one up. This is definitely the best move. Not only is there that, but those types of ideas are pretty strong here. He knows this one's over. He's not going to keep wasting time. 2-0.
Timeout, please.
A timeout called. Okay. We have a timeout called by Piesky. 3 minutes on the clock, starting now. Indeed, a very early timeout. Very early timeout. He's calling an early timeout because this is the winner's semifinals. You don't want to call a timeout after like 5 games and realize, oh shit, like things have been going wrong. You want to catch them early. Say, hey, what's going on in this opening? What the hell's going on here? He's down 2-0. He doesn't want it to get away from him. 3-0, 4-0. You start to lose confidence. Now, don't look at this match and think 2-0, he's got this easy, because think about how we got here. Piesky was checkmate in 1 in the first game. Now, admittedly, in this one, he also blundered his queen. He was ahead in this one as well. So this is a 2-0 that could have been an 0-2. I think as a coach, you can't say anything about why did you call a timeout. You can just offer the best advice you can at this stage. Even if you take a timeout and you don't learn anything from it, you don't like gain any theoretical knowledge, at the very least, you're stopping bad momentum. And I think there's something to be said for that. Too early is definitely better than too late. Well said. That much is true. And there's about 30, 40 seconds left. Yep, maybe smart there, pawn confusion. Yep, who knows? All right, that is it. All right, that is 3 minutes. Piesky, Casino, let's send the rematch and start the next game. All right, we are back in. I'm trying to remember, did Piesky play this opening the first time exactly the same way? And I think the answer is yes. Go Q-Corn. And Casino still has that timeout available to call himself. So it looks like both of the fighters were able to get a good chat in with the coach. If you're asking me, there's a very clear message that probably needed to be sent on both sides. So let's see how this opening is going. I have to say it's working out. Initially, I would say it's working out pretty decently for CasinoDuck. Yeah, I don't know what this is. This b6, bishop b7 plan. It's solid. So it's not like a blunder, but I definitely think that white can be very happy here. However, queen on c2 is for sure misplaced on the open c file. That piece does not want to be there. Usually you'd want it on the d file or maybe more on the e file, but you know, clearly there's issues on both spots. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of this bishop. I would much rather see the bishop develop elsewhere, and often d4 is a big idea. Not really possible anymore. I don't understand. This queen here is not making sense to me. Like, why is the queen here? I think in the previous game, the queen was there, and rook d3. I'm not liking the way that Piesky has come out of this timeout here. Because in the previous game, I felt that somehow white's position was a bit better. It's like the queen took on d3. This queen on c2 is horribly misplaced. And CasinoDuck with a phenomenal a6 move, knight e4, a6. The bishop is trapped here. The pins are off the charts. This is a bad position. f4 is a decent try, but it will not save you. If played correctly, we don't know how Casino is going to play here. You're kidding me. You are kidding me. CasinoDuck. All he had to do was play rook takes and pawn takes bishop. He's winning a piece. Instead, he hangs material. An absolute disaster. And you can see when it rains, it pours. The tilt is in. Another piece hanging. Oh my God. It could have been 3 right there. It was looking like 3-0, a full free piece, a disaster game for Piesky. And it turns out that it was actually the other way around. I would have definitely gone there, but I respect Rook A1. It's a forced trade. You also have this one available next. Black's probably going to need to snork up like this. Yeah, this is basically over. Very nice move. Yeah. I'm surprised that we didn't. Oh my God. Rook. I mean, the king is safe here, thank God, but like, we're not playing Rook B8 is like incredible. What's going on here? Okay, Piesky's not converting that well. Let me. He's got it. And this will be good. But this and this, that's not that good. I mean, you're creating work for yourself here. No. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Guys, this is such a choke. I've never seen anything like this. I've never in my fucking life seen anything like this. This is an uninstall moment for Piesky. Some of the worst chess I've ever seen up a rook. Uninstall. Don't even log back in. The worst we've ever seen in BrahChamps. Good God, what the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? I have no words at all for what we just saw there. Nothing. Insane. Guys, that was truly horrific. Inexplicable. Now, I think Casino is going to, like, I assume, dude, CasinoDuck. What is this London? This is the one thing that's inexplicable about this match. How does CasinoDuck not know the fourth goddamn move of the London? It's always this Queen B6 line. This drives me fucking mental. It's so expected. It's the number one thing that everyone does against your London. They try the big scary Queen B6. It's the one line you got to know. And it's the only thing that CasinoDuck is not handling properly. It's the one sore spot. London refuted. Apparently. This happened earlier, and by the way, it's not to say that CasinoDuck's position is not great now. It is. He's managed a great comeback here. He's got a lot of tempi. He's way ahead. But it doesn't change the fact that this is just not good. He's blundering his center pawn. It's a disaster start to these Londons. We need this. This is like a lights out move. Oh, some subpar moves here from Casino when it mattered. Piesky does not have a timeout and is currently bleeding out, you know? You could use a timeout here. That last game was absolutely sick. To lose up a rook at this, like, these are some of the higher rated players in the event. Especially when, like, there was, like, checkmate threatened, so black was stuck. You were losing the queen with rook b8. It's a million different ways. That's hands down the biggest choke in the entire tournament. And it's come at a time where it could cost him. Like, it just cost him the entire match here. There's no more timeouts. That is not a good mental space to be in. And Casino has had his mistakes in this match. Believe me, it has not been smooth sailing. He's definitely been playing well. I like the way I've seen Casino handle his games with the black pieces, but with white, Casino is getting bad London after bad London, and he has hung things that matter, like a queen, like checkmate. It's just that Piesky has not taken advantage. There's a pawn missing here, the e-pawn. So black is ahead. I think it's probably time to develop this. Okay, queen first, a little bit strange. Can't say I really understand that. King and then retreat the knight to f6 is usually the right way to do things. Should be 2-1. I don't know that I agree. I have to call it like I see it. After witnessing the fact that Piesky could choke that, I think it should be 3-0. Like that's... If you can't win up a rook, there's nothing that can be said. It wasn't like the position was difficult. Oh man, that's just tough. Here's something you got to be careful of. Bishop back. Watch out. A lot of people miss that lateral move. Yeah, bishop e2 I would have expected. Rook e3. Yeah, bishop here, there's always bishop takes, so that's the concern. You know, habits would tell you to move. And Piesky, the thing is, you kind of look at your bishop here thinking it's hanging, and Piesky has walked in, opened the door, and invited in the white squared bishop. It's over. You're losing an entire rook. It's completely over. Completely self-inflicted as well. Styles make matchups because let's not forget, Piesky took out Bamdeezy like 6-1, I think. And now you're looking at him, it's 0-4. Is Casino even going to take a timeout just to maybe iron out some of the openings? Or do you let it ride here? You say, look, I got the guy making mistakes, blundering. He's clearly out of sorts. I'm not even going to give him time to wake up here. Don't even want to have another conversation happen between Piesky and the coach. Now, 7.8 seconds, not enough time. Not enough time to make something happen here. That's another win for CasinoDuck. Shocking. It's 4-0. Let it ride. If Piesky wins 2 games, for sure you got to call a timeout. Even if he wins 1, it wouldn't be crazy to call a timeout. Because in my opinion, there's lots that a coach can step in and tell CasinoDuck here that would be useful. But I think 2 games you definitely call. Let's see what he does, though. I could definitely see just playing it on as well. That would be crazy, Arrow Powell. Do it like the guy in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Yeah, timeout. Just need to tell my coach I'm going to the winners finals. Aura farming. Okay, Piesky needs to understand, and thank you. This is a moment of growth here for Piesky. Understanding that this is why he should have lost that. Wait a minute. He did lose. Sorry, that was the game he was up a rook. Fucking A. He was completely dead on the C-file. So thank you. Moving the queen out of the way is actually legitimately a great move. It needed to happen. Knight e2 or knight b5 to head to the d4 square makes sense. Bishop b5, I'm sure he's considering. And then h3 is always a decent move. You want to trade pieces. If you're playing against an isolated pawn, you want situations like this where maybe a lot of pieces get traded. Like this is purely ideal. Like white's doing so well here. Let's see. Let's wait and see. Let's judge in a second. I see the move f4 and immediately my eyebrows raise. Like, what are we? Why? Why are we playing f4? It's clearly weakening. But let's wait and see. Let's give him some space here. It's not the most absurd move, but it's definitely a move I'm not expecting Piesky to know how to kind of handle or work into the position. But let's see. This is both of these are moves I would expect in the position. Trades are good for white. That is still an isolated pawn. Okay, trades are phenomenal. Oh my goodness, Piesky is... Oh my god, bishop e5 was missed, winning a full piece. But then queen c2, CasinoDuck goes h6, inexplicable. He's defending that, leaving an entire bishop loose, and Piesky does win a bishop. He actually missed a free one, but he ends up getting it done. I got no words here. I mean, you don't win this. And I think it was CasinoDuck's match the entire time. In some ways, this is even more winning than the last position because easy win for the duck. That's probably the most fair comment we've seen the entire match. CasinoDuck is still fighting. He should not trade. This is what should be an incredibly easy win, but just based on the match that we've seen, you can't count it just yet. What should white be doing? Not this would be my guess. Just looks strange. Like, what are you doing there, bud? Okay, it's still fine. It's completely fine, but you got me wondering what's going on there. Oh, that's a helpful one, isn't it? That's a helpful one. And it's this pawn and this pawn that will probably start rumbling down the board. Black should get rid of the pawn moves, and he does. And well, Piesky, you've got your win, sir. Make sure you earn it. But yeah, this looks like a win. And yeah, black should probably go up the board there. This looks like a it's actually just going to be a forced win because he might be scared about promoting, but it's not stalemate, and then he'll do it all with checks. So he will win this game. Definitely deserved at least one. It's 4-1, folks. Piesky has had a great position in many of them, so like I said, he definitely deserved at least a point. Okay, CasinoDuck d5. Interesting. Let's see. I'm expecting CasinoDuck to be very uncomfortable with this position based on what I know about, London players, like for example, myself. I'm not sure I'd be super happy playing this. It's just a completely different game. So maybe Q Corn has got something prepped here, but I don't understand. CasinoDuck is not handling this at all. He's got no clue in his Londons. Piesky, it's honestly just a tragedy that Piesky has left so many points on the table because his openings with black have been so much better than CasinoDuck's this match. But the story has been Piesky missing queens, missing mate, not winning up a rook. And right now, CasinoDuck is in a situation. You got to do this, and then you might be able to get something back. CasinoDuck's in a situation where he's not handling the London well, so he's kind of improvising. He's trying maybe a different line that he kind of remembers a little bit about because he's not getting the games that he wants. So Casino won a piece, D6 trapped it back. In the end, black's up a pawn, but with the 2 bishops, I would say you're still pretty happy with the black pieces here. The one thing I'll say, it's tough to get castled, and it's not easy to convince yourself that you should go this way. I said, and I'm not sure if the players, have thought about this, I thought that 2 wins for Piesky would maybe be a moment to call that timeout. I think if Piesky wins this game, I'd be very curious to see if Casino calls timeout. Yep. And look, you're going to get this. This is huge for CasinoDuck. Massive comeback here. I said it's going to be hard to castle, and it's tough to convince yourself that you need to go this way. A little bit of a comeback for Casino. Now, can he prevent castling? Usually, if you can prevent castling, you should. Here, it's not going to happen. Black's going to get the rook over. It's just in time. I like this move. Looks tricky. I think after this and this, Piesky is going to be just okay. Let's see, though. Piesky with a rather strange move, I have to say. This was hanging, and he elects to go for sort of a counterattack here. Okay. Yeah, rook takes here would have just been, I won't say game over, but huge advantage for CasinoDuck. So Piesky dodges a bullet there. A minute to a minute 20. Piesky is the much faster player. It's not even a comparison. We haven't seen a raw time scramble where the position has been more or less equal, because I'm convinced that Piesky would win that. Bishop c8, I like it. You can give a check, but after king here, what's coming next? It's not that easy. So this is crazy. Now, with multiple things hanging, we do see knight e7. That's the same idea that there was after knight h5. Except now it's worse. Will he take? Are we going to see bishop to e6? That looks somehow likely. Remember, this is hit. Are we going to see this? I mean, surely it's one of these, right? There's no way he There's no way he misses a rook in the corner again. He's hung multiple rooks there. So painful. The rooks are falling. And this could jump out to 5-1 here. So again, we see this from CasinoDuck. When there's a tactic that wins maybe the game outright, he takes the safe approach. He likes to just recollect himself after winning material. And that's a fantastic habit to have. It's cost him, easier wins. But like I said, it's a style thing. I don't hate him for it. And look, he's got Piesky down to 15 seconds. Again, Piesky is not in a pure time scramble here. It's not a time scramble with an even clock. If it was, I would probably favor him. And the more CasinoDuck thinks, the more I start to think, okay, starting to favor Piesky. He's got a real chance here, folks. CasinoDuck does not have easy moves. Piesky, I'm starting to favor. Less than 25 seconds. I think Piesky might have the better shot here. Casino is starting to choke. There comes the quick moves from Piesky. 10 seconds. The pre-moves are much faster from Piesky. Oh, he's starting to slow down, though. It's all pre-moves here. All pre-moves. And that is understood by Piesky. Look at the speed. He's so much faster. CasinoDuck cannot compete on pure speed. Why is Piesky thinking? Pure pre-moves is all you need. Oh my goodness, it should be only pre-moves at this point. Piesky does get the win. Oh my goodness. He flags him. It's 4-2. And he's jumping into the next one. No time out. The comeback is being mounted. Piesky has got 1. He's got 2. Can he make it 3? CasinoDuck, unfortunately, has had bad positions with the London every time. It's really costing him here. But I will say his positions with black have been a bit better. The last one was a very competitive game. These guys have been going toe-to-toe in this opening. This has been a good battle. This is an interesting move. I wonder why he's all of a sudden started to play it. It's not good. But he plays it often. It's on the C file. I don't like it. It allows D4. This move has been playable by CasinoDuck for quite a while. And he's only just played it now. So he's starting to really improve this line. Whoa. Whoa. CasinoDuck all of a sudden has locked in and, well, he's winning. It's over. Q Corn in the chat. The coach says huge prep. How did CasinoDuck remember this prep right now? It's been in the position every single game then. Huge prep remembered. D4, knight G4, queen H4. He's got to be buzzing right now. It's over. It's forced mate here. It is forced checkmate. Holy shit. One of the nastiest KOs of the tournament.
I need a break.
We have a timeout called by CasinoDuck. 3 minutes. Adrenaline's pumping at an all-time high. He does that, and then he calls a timeout. Holy fuck. And you know what? I don't mind this. You might think, oh, just keep laying it on, but why wouldn't you get a last conversation with your coach? Make sure you're good from white and black. Make sure you're remembering things. All you need is one more win. What, is Piesky going to uncover the keys to chess if you give him one more timeout? I don't think so. Why not speak to the coach, get some words of encouragement, settle down? I think it's a big timeout call, Java. Heading back to the white pieces has not been inspiring. His London has fallen flat every single time, and Q-Corn is the best person to speak to right now, but he's going to get it at least in ship shape. It's whether or not Casino remembers it. Wouldn't that be quite the selly, Badkins? Score a tutty and then hit the timeout celebration? Piesky is going to watch this match back. He's just going to be sick. So many points left on the table. The better chess has been played by Casino overall, but you can just count so many individual cases where Piesky had wins. The extra rook game, the checkmate in one game, that's 2. You flip 2 results here, that's 4-3. This is some nasty prep that he just uncorked here. Nasty, nasty prep. To remember that under the pressure of a match, it was like he was slowly remembering it throughout the match. Finally, he was like, no, this is the moment. It's here. It's here. There you go. All right, we're going to bring the players back in just a sec. That is our timeout done, and that's our final timeout. All right, that is 3 minutes. Piesky and Casino. Let's get the rematch in and start the next game. Here we go. Here we go. He's bringing out the London, ladies and gentlemen. And what will he remember? Because this is the moment. CasinoDuck. Will he play the right move? So far, so good. A3. So far, so good. There you go. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. Matter of fact, if Piesky's not aware of this, match could end right away. This feels a little bit better. And watch out here. You can make a big mistake by going there. When this happens, from what I remember, you're not supposed to allow this. And Piesky seems to have the slightly better prep here. And Casino is in panic mode again. When basically this line was well played by Casino, but when this happens, you need to spend time guarding that pawn, like for real this time. So yeah, I don't think he meant to. Oh my God. G6. Piesky is not, sorry, what? He's not getting the knight out of there? Holy hell. That's bold. I would be getting the flying hell out. G6. Hey, I respect it. Very brave, honestly. But you're down 5-2. I understand. He needs to make some brave decisions down 5-2. He needs to just take some pawns, call it out, and say, okay, if I'm lost, show me. If I'm lost, then just show me. Casino and Piesky. It's match point for CasinoDuck. Piesky has an extra pawn that he snagged earlier. Do not take that knight. This can be grabbed, but not this one. 155, 135. Time advantage is crawling up. Wouldn't mind seeing a little snork action here. This is true. 2 draws are sufficient as well. It's just that at this level, draws are not the most common, but it's helpful to have the odds. You know, Casino will definitely be fine with a couple draws here. He doesn't need to over push. Knight takes. I don't care for this move. I'm assuming we're going to see this because the queen wants to guard the knight. But hey, Piesky, great move. That's exactly the one I was hoping for, but I wasn't sure we would see. You can solidify things here. This is all Piesky in this position, but man, you got to play faster. Okay, here's the thing though. CasinoDuck actually needs to play faster than Piesky because we've seen his speed at the end, and unfortunately it doesn't compare. It's just not his strong suit. It happens. And because of that, he actually plays the rest of the game much quicker. And so seeing Casino up a lot of time on Piesky is kind of par for the course. Excuse me, Casino. Boys, did we not put this bishop here for a reason? What the? He's forcing him to take it. Good grief, Piesky. He's hung a rook in like half of the games. Seriously. He's hung a rook or more in half the games. And tell me, why are we not taking the piece back? What is this? I can't believe it. Piesky has hung a queen or a rook in literally half the games. You're not going to win a match like that. And I truly don't understand this. Not recapturing the bishop, at least take that. Oh my goodness. Now if you bring this back, there is a threat. There's a threat. There's a threat. He takes it. That's correct. He's only got 22 seconds, but he's back in. He's more than back in. He's winning. You win a knight and you win the exchange. That amounts to a full rook. Now it's about the speed. We know Piesky's faster. However, did he leave himself enough time here to actually beat CasinoDuck on time? Oh my God. Queen takes A1. Oh, and he actually hangs something. Good Lord. It went from winning to losing in just a few moves. Incredible scenes. I can't believe we don't have this one from Casino. Will come back to bite him. Under 10 seconds for Piesky. We're just not seeing the urgency. He's got the pre-move speed, but he's just playing way too slow. 4 seconds, like you don't stand a chance here. Back rank mate is all you've got. Back rank mate. And I mean, it's not happening. 1 second. Wrap it up. That's 6. That's CasinoDuck, and that's him going to the winners finals.
My nerves. Good game, Piesky. Got me going there.
Hello. Piesky, Casino. What a match indeed.
Oh, man.
How you feeling there, Casino, after that?
I tell you, I'm glad I won it, but man, I really have got to work on these nerves, Aman. They're killing me.
Where are you noticing them the most? Like just throughout the match, or like a specific part, like a time scramble or starting the games?
So I noticed that when I'm just playing casually and stuff like that, I feel like I definitely can play better, right? I mean, obviously, I think that's like everybody, but in the match, my nerves, I won't see them. I won't see it like I normally will, and I just blunder so much. I really, really need to work on that. I feel like if I could just get that somewhat under control, I think my ELO would just skyrocket. I think I'll just, but I just
don't make mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got to work on it. Yeah, I got to figure this one out. Maybe meditation or something.
Hey, we're all trying to figure that one out. I tell you, I'm still trying to figure it out.
No, you got it good enough,
Good enough is right. Yep.
Yeah, you got it way better. I got to get closer. But that was a good match. Thank you, Levi. I definitely prepped that one line, and I finally remembered it that one time I played it on you.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That sacrifice on H2, Q-Corn was in the chat saying, boom, this is prep. And you finally got a chance to use it. So that must have felt good, because that was one of the nicest combos we've seen.
Yeah. We definitely figured that one out, that he was definitely missing out on this one right here. And I think I had it 2 other times too, and I just didn't remember it.
Yep.
Until that time. And I was like, oh, I remember this. Let's go.
Sometimes it comes to you.
I was expecting him to bring his king up forward, and then I was going to, throw some pawns and all sorts of craziness at him.
Yep. The comeback was actually started, Piesky, at some point. I mean, obviously the match started horribly, about as bad as it could for games for Casino, but you started to mount the comeback. Early on, you had some moments that need reflection. You actually had a checkmate in one move, I think, in the first game. And then that you had a game with an extra rook, which I'm obviously going to ask you about. Is that just the one that stands out to you? Because that not seeing a win there really was a deflating watch.
I felt, I don't know if the engine or you or anybody in the chat agrees with me, but I felt like most of the times I was fine out of the opening. Like I felt that I was maybe, except from that sacrifice blunder, but
I would generally agree with you. So I can say from watching it, and definitely the openings, as black against his London, you were better in every single game. The London was an absolute train wreck this match. Every London was a bad position, unfortunately. Hey. So you were killing it with the black pieces. And then when you played with white, I thought you guys had a really competitive struggle in that opening you kept playing, Queen's Gambit. So continue. But yes, I agree. Out of the opening, you were doing much better.
But I failed to convert every single time. Like, I think the nerves made me tunnel vision. Like, I think at least 3 matches I blundered a long range bishop, getting my rook, sacking, blundering an exchange, blundering a full piece.
Yep.
So, yeah, that was rough. I think that this is something that I need to get under control before the next match.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, like I aimed at making Casino uncomfortable in his positions, and I think I've succeeded in that.
Yeah.
He sounds uncomfortable.
You didn't need much help. That was already a nut job already.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The long range bishops, you mentioned that happened a few times. I would say what happened was Casino actually made a fair share of blunders. The issue was that you didn't capitalize them. He blundered his full queen. You'll see when you watch it back. He had a full queen blunder. He had a mate in one blunder. Even in the final game you played, he blundered his entire rook in the corner on A1 that you could take with your queen. It would nearly be checkmate. So there was a lot of moments like that you may have felt that it was just on your side, but it was a little bit more balanced than that. It just wasn't taken advantage of.
Yes. I think I gave Casino too much credit, in the sense that mental is everything in this tournament, and I think I failed a little bit short on that. If I was maybe a little bit more focused, like you said, if I played a little bit more aggressive or tried to look more for chances, then maybe the outcome would be different.
Yep.
Well, I think that we still have a chance to meet.
Yes,
Definitely.
we do.
Definitely. This is a good reminder that we're not seeing an elimination here. And that was the winner's semifinal. So we are going to see Piesky, you're going to drop down. And that means actually that, let's see, you're going to be waiting for a couple of matches to happen, such as the benefit of being up in the winner's bracket. But, there's so many names, Bobercio, No Regret, Merck, Caballo Loco, that you could end up facing. So you're kind of waiting for a few matches here, but you have a great position in the loser's bracket. You only need a couple more matches and, you're back up to the grand final.
That's true. Like I'll definitely have the mindset to still try to win. And as Casino said, my reason for joining this tournament is supposed to simply play better chess, and I think that Brock already succeeded in making me a more aggressive player, which was my big weak point. So
it's most important.
I'm still grateful for the event, for the chance to participate, and I think I still have chances. Like I'm looking at the losers bracket, and I think that it's still up in the air.
Absolutely,
like I'm feeling hopeful.
Yeah, as you should. I mean, it's also styles that kind of make these matchups and how things go. You could beat someone 6-0, you could lose the next one 0-6. It doesn't necessarily mean that like you're a much worse or much better player. It's just like certain players struggle with certain openings, and good prep can go a long way. There's so many things that go into a match, nerves, etc. You guys know because you played so many now.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm definitely happy that I managed to destroy the London system because I'm a big.
You got me with the early queen. I guess I wasn't playing it right.
So
I guess I got to restudy
some London
that.
rehab needed. I'm prescribing you some London rehab there.
I really thought that F3 was right. Really did.
You actually had a moment, maybe for your own intrigue, Piesky, when you took on D4. I think you played knight F3 Casino, and then you took in the middle of the board with the knight, which is always a big no.
Was so dumb. Yeah,
and then the reason it's a big no is because black can play E5 straight away.
Yes.
And that was a tactic that was missed. Yeah. Yeah.
The problem with early C5 is that it's really combative, and you need to get the dynamics right. There are moments where you sack a pawn, sack two pawns, even like the E5 pawn, the G5 pawn, just to get the advantage. So maybe it's not that much suited to my style, but I think I feel pretty comfortable in this position. And this is what counts.
You know what? Good job on the early queen. I'm going to study more on that one right there. It's considered kind of dubious, so I didn't I'll be all right. But looks like I need a lot of work.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's always the line that you're like, I'm not worried about that. And then it happens. You're like, okay, great.
Yeah,
Classic.
it's supposed to be dubious, right?
Well,
so there we go.
I also noticed the speed. That was the last thing. Casino, you were much faster throughout the game because you need to be. When it got down to pure pre-moves, Piesky, man, he was rattling them off. Like you got a nice win on time that actually brought you to 4-2. And you definitely had that area to exploit. Problem was, I think you just set yourself so far behind with these long range bishop blunders, full pieces, and time spent during the game that even though you're way faster, being down 30 seconds is so much that you outspeeded him, but he still flags you.
Yes. I think that I focused so much on black because I wanted to get the London right, is that I kind of neglected the semi-Slav positions, which I know, but he got early e5 in, and that was no bueno. And after that, I was happy that for 2 times in a row he didn't exploit that much, and I was kind of in an okay position before I blundered. But I should be better here. These are the positions I feel comfortable in. So I think definitely it's the nerves, and I think also I should maybe less trust my opponents.
Yeah, it's a thing that can happen, especially when they start to put some wins together. You trust yourself less, your opponent more. It's very natural. So, hey, you did a good job there. Casino looking trustworthy while you were making mistakes. Because
absolutely.
You also had some the thing is, you had some brilliancies, like the sack, the prep that you remembered. And so it's easy to believe someone who's playing like that when they're blundering as well. It's just like, oh no, man, this is the same guy that played bishop takes h2. Like, he's got it.
I mean, it didn't rattle me so much. I think, it was clearly prep, so I was like, oh shucks, I just blundered. But I think that Casino's biggest strength is that his moves looks confident and they're fast. It doesn't matter whether he blunders or whether he, even if he's saying that he's shaking inside, it looks really confident.
We can't see the shaking on screen there, Casino.
Good. You have to take my word for it.
Well, definitely a very entertaining match. Casino, at the end of the day, was a pretty commanding victory, 6-2. After the nice little sack there, you actually called a timeout. Was that just you wanted to get a chat with the coach, calm down, and just reset for the final game?
Yes, because I knew I was too hyped, and I needed to come in a little bit calmer and kill it the next game.
Fair. Yeah, I think you made the good call there, and you're moving on to the winners final. Your first winners finalist. So I'll definitely say congratulations, Casino. It's been a long journey from the very first round. You were undefeated still in matchups, and you'll be facing the winner of Thyrandal and Tapir, which is actually happening tonight. So you'll know who you're going to be playing in that match by the end of tonight. I mean, how do you feel about your chess and the event thus far?
I tell you, every single match has been hard as hell. It has been hard. Every one of them. I feel like I haven't got one easy opponent. Every one of them has just been tough. And it looks like the winner of the next one it's going to be the same story. So just keep at it and see what happens.
Hell yeah. Well, we have one more match for the day, but thank you for another entertaining one. Piesky, Casino. We remember it's double elim, so you still got both of your lives there, Casino. And Piesky, as you mentioned, we're in the losers bracket, but great chances to come out of that one. So best of luck, and maybe we'll see a rematch in the event between you two.
Absolutely. Awesome. I'm not taking any other option. I'm coming back and I'm kicking her ass.
Let's
All right,
go.
Piesky.
Let's go. Thanks for the time, guys. GG's. Take care.
All right, guys. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
That's good. We got, coming out of the losers bracket, the revenge arc. Piesky revenge arc. CasinoDuck is surviving. That Merc Wahlberg first round, that could have been so different for the event. It's amazing. Merc winning that changes everything. How crazy to think back. Then Casino takes out number 1 seed Dark Spur. takes out Piesky, and he's waiting for either Thyrandal or Tapir. Unbelievable. Congrats to Casino, our first winners finalist.